Waking up within a dimly lit area, a young man could be seen sitting up from the floor. Having no recollection of how he had come into such a place, the last he remembered was going to the bank to finally withdraw his pay after months of working for it, but then he slumped. Now he was here. Looking around he could see some sort of red light. Was it a fire in the distance and some shadowy figures along with a lot of noise? "Mr. Kim Sang-shik," he heard a voice call out. But I also have a family, I don't want to die here," he heard another voice reply. "Die?" the man asked as he immediately jumped to his feet. He still couldn't see clearly though, everything existed as a blur to him no matter how much he cleaned his eyes. He could see the bright light and the shadowy figures standing within the light produced by the flames, but besides that there was nothing. "I'm sorry, I can't stay here any longer," he heard the so-called Kim Sang-shik say as the person tried to stifle their tears. After that, he heard the sound of someone running followed by a long scraping on the floor as though something was closing. "Where the fuck am I?" the man whispered as he tried to look around, but for some reason he still couldn't see. Hearing the words "die" and "alter" multiple times wasn't something he was comfortable with. His heart was already beating rapidly from what the initial person had said. However, he didn't know the backstory of whatever was going on here and above that he couldn't even see. He could already tell at this point because he had heard the remaining four people, a Sung Jin-woo who seemed to be a young man but should be badly injured, at least his voice and labored breathing suggested that. There was also the one who was suffering something called mana exhaustion. It was a female and apparently she was a healer. And finally there was the only voice that sounded a bit stable amongst all this, the elderly voice that belonged to a Song Chi-yul. This meant that there were three people within this place apart from him, and going to meet them sounded like a good idea, but they all sound as though something was after them. From their tone and their conversation, it wasn't hard for the man to figure out that they weren't really doing well, so he removed all thoughts of going to join them. That option would definitely lead to his death even faster, so he planned to escape on his own. At least whatever it was that was attacking them hadn't noticed him yet, if not he would have been dead long ago. He didn't know how he had gotten himself into such a position, but he would definitely get out of it. Feeling around himself, I found what felt like wall. A stone wall with several grooves on it. No, they were writings. Feeling around and squinting enough, he could make out a figure holding what looked like a stone tablet. However, it wasn't his business was with the wall he could see just beside it.